Welcome back to the channel, folks. I hope you're all doing well. So, preview for the AC Milan game tomorrow at 8 o'clock on BT. Celtic's opening campaign of the group stage. A tough group. Obviously with Lille, AC Milan and Sparta Prague. As I said a couple of weeks ago when this draw was done, it's not going to be a walkover. It's going to be tough to get out of it, but never say never in football. I just want to establish that Europa League is the least thing in my mind at the moment. We need to focus on 10 in a row like every Celtic supporter wants. So, but the positive things about Europa League is the players that are fishing for moves away from the club in the summer, we get the best out of them for games like this. AC Milan are a great side. You know, they've won 4-4 so far in Serie A. They won obviously the Coppa Italia last year, so they had a bit of a route to get into the Europa League. They played Shamrock Rovers. They beat Real Aleph 9-8 in penalties. They have Zlatan. Zlatan's playing unbelievable. 29 years of age. They beat Inter Milan the weekend as well. So this is going to be a tough game. And as you're aware of, Inter Milan were the finalists of this competition last year as well. So interesting times. I think he's going to change the formation around Celtic. I think Lenny's going to change it around. He needs to get a fresh approach. He needs to be aggressive on the sidelines. We need the old Neil Lennon back, but he has matured in his time, coming back in his second tender. But the fans are calling for him. He needs to get this right. If we lose tomorrow, I won't be bogged down about too much about it. As I said in the previous video, Aberdeen the weekend is the focus. I think he needs to make a couple of big changes, but it's typical Neil Lennon. He'll put a full side out tomorrow. He won't take the risk. And if I was him, I'd bring the likes of Turnbull in, Yeti, Griffiths, give these boys a run, even Sorrow, Bain perhaps, but I'm going to go with the team that I think Neil Lennon's going to pick tomorrow. So Barkas in goal. I think obviously Barkas went under a lot of criticism for the first goal that was conceded against Rangers the weekend. He could have done better, but at the same time, Mohamed Anusi could have done better. So Barkas in goal. We bought him for the big games. He's a European keeper, so let him in the nets. My heart says I'd put Bain in, but obviously he's going to go with Barkas. You know, he's not going to take the chance with Bain. Definitely not, especially in Europe. So Barkas in there. It's going to be back four. Frimpong on the right. Hopefully he can be effective tomorrow, especially against the AC Milan side. Look at the Milan team, young team, but Frimpong has the pace to cause a threat to any team from any league. When he's on his game, he's unstoppable. So Frimpong in there. Diego Laxall on the left. This is his own A club. He knows AC Milan, the weaknesses. So if he can bring that to the pitch and cause a threat to them. He was okay against Rangers attacking wise. He was put in the deep end of the derby, and I thought he would have strived for the big game, but it wasn't what it was. And then the back two, I was going to go with Oyer and Duffy. I think Julian's not even going to be in contention. He's still in bits with the back. So Oyer in there. Oyer was linked to AC Milan, as we all know. So this is a big game for Christopher Oyer. Obviously, he has to go to the San Siro as well. And Duffy's first European group game for Celtic. So Duffy will be striving off the pressure. He wants to bounce back. He came out and said on Instagram that it was a bad result. He's hurting. So the best thing to do is back on with the next game. See how we get on. I think he's going to go with 3 midfields, 2 attacking wingers, and then 1 up front. So I'm going to say he's going to put Scott Brown in, even though I'd rest Scott Brown, similar to what happened with St. Johnson, bring Bruni on. He's going to go with Bruni. Obviously, Bruni is a European captain. He's laid a benchmark for Celtic captains over the last 20 years. So Bruni's in there. It's going to be Callum Mack. Callum always comes up for the big games. You go back to what? Bayern Munich, Zenit, games like that where McGregor scored, Warsaw, Reykjavik. So McGregor, Cluj as well. He has in his locker to show up, and he showed spells against Rangers that he does want to play for the short. He sells it to the core. So McGregor in there with the Cham, no better team to get the best out of the Cham than Milan. He's done the Italian job before against Lazio. Why not? He's looking for a move away from Celtic. So if we can get the best out of the Cham in Europe in these 6 games, or even more, this would be class for the Cham. He needs to really step up the game. As we all know what he has in his locker. He can hit one. He's sharp at passing. He's good at getting forward. When he's on his game, he's a top midfielder. So the champion there, Christie on the right. Christie be back in for contention. Obviously, James Forrest is still injured. He's going to play ping pong right back. Al Hamid is still out. So this is a good game for Christie to come in and start making it, because he was missed the weekend. He was definitely missed. Mohamed Anusi on the left. Mohamed was shocking the weekend, but we can't judge him on that performance. Overall, in the European qualification, he's been pretty decent, getting them goals in Sarajevo, and then getting that goal as well in Riga as well. So yeah, I'll go with him. So definitely, well, obviously Edward scored in Sarajevo, so apologies there. And then up front will be Yeti. I think Abin Yeti has the European experience for Basel, so why not put him in the mix? Griffiths is still not up to full fitness. Yeti has that bit of time over him. He has that physicality to get in there and cause the Milan problems. We can bring Griff on. We bring Klamala on. I wouldn't start Klamala, even though he run his socks out to the ground on Saturday. It's a different game. It's a different competition. So I keep Klamala for Sunday as a super sub. Then we can bring the likes of Roger John, Griffiths, Welch might come on. You know, it could be a learning curve for Welch in European football. And then I said Klamala, Sorrow. So it'll be interesting to see how this develops. Overall, I think my mind saying that Milan are going to beat us. They're better players. They're on great form. The top of the league in Serie A. Zlatan's on great form. But if we play to the potential that we could, as Celtic was last season in Europa League, we could sniff, I think, 1-1. I'm going to say 1-1. I think there's something there with the pressure on Lennon, the pressure on the team. He came out today and said they have to hold our heads up high. I don't know what he means by that, because he knows that what we've achieved in the past and what we can achieve. Yes, get back to the drawing board, get back out there running the players to the socks. Yes, I understand that, but we're playing against a really good team tomorrow, and no team is easy in Europa League. It's one of the hardest competitions in world football because there's a Champions League spot at the end of it. So yes, 1-1 tomorrow. If we lose, I'm not coming on moaning about it, because it's not the main focus. We have a Scottish Cup the following week. We have a Betfred Cup coming up as well in a few weeks' time. We have league fixtures as well. We have Aberdeen in the next 3 games as well. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough, but have the faith. You know, a lot of negative people about Neil Lennon all weekend. Look, I understand we're all tied to our opinion, but back your team. Wear the jersey with pride. Win, lose or draw. Celtic to the core. That's the main thing. So I appreciate the support. I just want to say, there was a lot of criticism I took the weekend, a lot of banter from Rangers fans, a lot of lovely comments I got as well. I appreciate the support. So I appreciate the support from everyone so far, and come on the Celts the weekend, and come on the Celts tomorrow as well. Hail, hail, up the boys.